Black cat energy. It's the art of being chased. It's the kind of energy that makes people turn their heads when you walk in the room. Not because you're the loudest, not because you're trying the hardest, but because you radiate a magnetic presence that demands attention without a single word. Black cat energy is elegance with an edge, confidence without apology, mystery that makes people lean in closer instead of pull away. It's the opposite of chasing. It's the way you stand so firmly in who you are that people are drawn in just to figure out what it is about you that feels untouchable yet irresistible at the same time. And I want to break down how to have that black cat energy in 4 steps that go way beyond surface level tips. The first step is confidence, but not the kind of confidence that comes from fake hype or constantly telling yourself affirmations you don't even believe. Real confidence is quiet, it's calm, it's unshakable because it isn't built on other people's opinions. When you have black cat confidence, you don't ask him what he thinks about your outfit. You wear it because you already know you look good. You don't double text to check if he's free. You make your plans, and if he fits in, great. If not, you're still good. Confidence isn't about being loud. It's about being so secure in yourself that you never need to beg for reassurance. Think about a black cat. Does it ever try to prove itself? No. It walks in, sleek, self-possessed, completely indifferent to whether someone claps for it or not. That's the energy you need to practice every day. The second step is mystery. And this is where most people get it wrong. We live in a world where everyone overshares everything. Every thought, every feeling, every trauma dumped onto the table like it's a bonding exercise. But mystery means restraint. It means understanding that you are a story, not a spoiler. You reveal yourself in layers, and every layer leaves someone wanting to know more. When you first meet a man, you don't dump your life story about how your ex cheated, how your family hurt you, how you feel insecure about your body. You hold that back. You let him wonder. You let him imagine. Mystery isn't manipulation. It's allure. It's not about lying or hiding. It's about pacing. Think about your favorite show. You don't get all the answers in the first episode. You keep watching because you're hooked. That's how you should be in real life. A black cat doesn't announce its every move. It simply appears, then disappears, and you're left intrigued. The third step is independence. And this one is crucial because so many people confuse independence with being cold or rejecting help. That's not what it means. Independence in black cat energy is about self-sufficiency of the spirit. It's about knowing that your happiness isn't on lease from someone else's attention. You create your own joy, your own rhythm, your own routine. Independence means that if he cancels plans, you don't spiral. You simply switch to plan B because your life is full regardless. You're not sitting in the corner sulking like a porcelain doll waiting to be picked up and loved. You're already moving, thriving, enjoying your own existence. Men sense this. People sense this. When you radiate independence, you become magnetic because you're not pulling on anyone's energy to survive. You're whole, and wholeness is attractive. Think of it like this. Neediness repels, fullness attracts. A black cat doesn't cling. It decides when to come close, when to pull back, and that independence makes it irresistible. And then there's the fourth step, being unapologetic. And this is where your power really sharpens. Being unapologetic doesn't mean you never say sorry when you're wrong. It means you stop apologizing for existing, for wanting what you want, for choosing what feels right for you. It means you don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You don't explain why you ordered what you ordered, wore what you wore, or said what you said. You own it. You stand in it. You don't complain. You don't over-explain. You just are. That's black cat energy. Walking through the world with quiet certainty, never flinching at the idea that you might be too much or not enough. People may not always like it, but they will respect it. And deep down, they'll be drawn to it because it's rare. Everyone else is bending, apologizing, adjusting. You stay aligned. You can't fake black cat energy. You can't slap it on like an accessory. It's not about dressing all in black. giving off sultry looks, or pretending to be aloof. It's an internal shift. It's a daily choice to stop begging for validation, to stop oversharing for approval, to stop depending on others for joy, and to stop apologizing for taking up space. When you start to embody these 4 steps, confidence, mystery, independence, unapologetic presence, you'll notice the shift. Suddenly, people are leaning towards you without you lifting a finger. Men will chase. Women will respect. Opportunities will magnetize toward you. That's the power of Black Cat energy. It's not about being the loudest. It's about being the one who doesn't need to be loud to be unforgettable. And the truth is, once you step into this energy, you'll never want to go back, because you'll realize the world moves differently around someone who doesn't chase, doesn't beg, doesn't break. They attract, they choose, they simply are.